wrong? What's wrong? Nurse? Hey, nurse! Nurse! Hey. Hey, something's wrong, okay? I'll be right back.
Don't go. I wish I could see your face when you see it.
What?
You're gonna have to stand aside. We're gonna step aside. Clara? Clara, can you hear me? Clara?
I found an anomaly in the most recent batch of test data.
What kind of anomaly?
This step, right here. The algorithm skipped right over it, but and this. And these. Multiple transits from this star with this same period. And this step, it's in the exact same spot relative to the planet. It's not a moon. I checked.
And double-checked. And triple-checked.
Well, there is definitely something there. But we vet the data with our full attention. But for now, we cannot draw any wild conclusions.
With all due respect, Dr. Rickman, yes, we can. Here. Look. This planet is orbiting the star, just outside the habitable zone. Now, this object is orbiting with the planet, closer to the star and inside the habitable zone. Now, if we take gravitational pull and Lagrangian points into consideration, it seems fairly obvious that whatever this object is, it's stuck at the L1 point of this planet.
Yeah, but L1 is unstable. I mean, if it ended up there, why hasn't it drifted off?
So when we launch the James Webb and it's orbiting Earth at our L2 point, which is also unstable, it's just gonna drift off?
No. I mean, everything we have at L1 and L2 is an artificial satellite. They all have thrusters. They're... under control.
So, something is keeping it there.
What?
Now, there have been some significant rumors of events regarding UAP that may occur within, like 10 years or so. I don't know if it's something coming or a natural disaster. You hear of something big coming down the pike. Have you heard of these claims? And if so, do you have any idea what it may be?
Yes, I've heard of them. Yes, I'm aware of them, and I'm not able to have that conversation.
Got it.
It's not my conversation to have, but I am aware of it.
One of the Psicoactivo followers sent me the following email. Here it is. It goes like this. Hello, Pavel. My name is Jacob. I'm going to name him Jacob. And I wanted to reach out to you with an interesting experience I had with Lou Elizondo. This is my personal experience, and nothing classified was exchanged between us. I wanted to share this with you because I think you do a great job with your Psicoactivo show. Thank you, man. And you're great at being open-minded and welcoming to all of us humans. Not just humans. I like to think that I am welcoming and open to everybody, even if you're not human. He continues, I had the opportunity to meet face-to-face with Lou on November the 18th in Southwest Missouri for an event. As you guys know, Lou is currently on his book tour. He was recently in the UK. So this is in Missouri. I was able to attend a small group dinner with him for almost an hour before the regular show. During the dinner, Lou talked with us and even took a couple of questions. He gave his usual Dobser-approved response to most questions, but I was able to ask him a question I don't think he was prepared for. And I gotta say, Jacob, this was really brilliant the way you asked this. I prefaced my question by stating that in previous interviews, Lou would discuss the possibility of making something truly enduring for future species to find something from us. He would ask interviewers how they would do it since Earth is not very friendly to enduring things. Lou has postulated two possible solutions, one being through a message left in the coding of DNA, where an advanced civilization could decode the message once they hit a certain point in their technological progression. The other possibility was to leave an object outside the edge of our solar system. Leaving an object out there would make the chances of something interacting with it much lower, and the object would stay unchanged for much longer. So my question to Lou was, has humanity discovered an object at the edge of our solar system that was left there for us to find? It was pretty obvious that Lou was not prepared for this question. His eyes got pretty wide, and he had to take a little bit before he responded with something along the lines of, I will have to decline answering that question, but it's a very good question. Sorry, I can't remember his exact wording, says Jacob, but I was a little floored that it wasn't an outright denial or unknown. After the dinner concluded, some of the other dinner attendees came up to me and asked me about the question. Most of them said that Lou looked nervous and my questions seemed to really affect him. Later on the night, I got to have one more short interaction with Lou. I asked him if I was going in the right direction with my question. He answered with a very strong yes. I am personally convinced that something has been discovered outside of our solar system, possibly with JWST. And that is the reason for this new push for disclosure from parts of our governments. I don't know if this is the object rumored to be on its way toward Earth and making course corrections, or if the discovered object was just a shelling point or probe transmitter left to inform its makers once we discovered it. But I believe something out there has indeed been witnessed, and we will soon find out what it is. Thank you for taking the time to read this. I wish you the best of luck in your investigation. Sincerely, Jacob.
He had documentaries on TV, so he had to have been in, it's called pitch meetings with network and network affiliates. So we solved that huge mystery. And not only did he do that, he's got a website, and that's really what really locked it in. The picture, of course, was 100% match. But Stan Victor talked about the end of the world due to solar flares, solar radiation. He calls it the grand deluge of the solar, the deluge of sun rays. And he says that it's going to happen in 2027. When we go on his webpage, what does he have? Articles about solar radiation. I fell off my chair. I said, my God, he's got a calling card. He's trying to tell people, yes, I'm Victor. He's got pages on eschatology, and he talked about the end of the world in the '08 documentary when he comes back to say, why isn't nobody investigated him? He's got that on his website. Stan likes money. He's got a Patreon account on his website. He's got end of the world, sun, earthquakes. Everything Victor talked about in 2008 is on that webpage. And Jack, I go back to you. What did Barb say about her telepathic husband who was down at S4? It seems like they're all obsessed with cosmic radiation. Why? What were they told? I believe that they were all told from these beings, watch out in 2027. It's a coming. And it's a coming is going to be a Class X solar flare.
Yeah, a lot of people think something big is coming in 2027 in terms of like UFO contact or something. You think it could be something to do with this solar flare? Like maybe the beings are coming to intercede or something like that?
Good internet friend of mine says Don't you find it funny? The extraterrestrials are always here before our doom and to clean up right after our demise. That's a really interesting statement. I think that it's very possible.
Lou, we keep hearing rumors about a quote-unquote major event that could be the reason for the disclosure timeline that is now in place. Does this event have anything to do with this asteroid Apophis scheduled very narrowly to miss our planet in 2027?
Negative. It has nothing to do with the asteroid Apophis and its approach to Earth. It has to do with something else potentially, which I'm not prepared to go into conversation right now.
Understood. And I know naturally a lot of people would be curious on that note. Is there anything you'd want to expand on that when it comes to 2027?
I'm going to, not 2027, but I'm going to, there may have been some other dates proposed, but I'm going to let the experts noodle on that and figure that out. It's certainly too premature for me to say anything one way or the other because we simply don't have enough data. So I'm just going to do a polite pass on that question. That good question.
Understood.
Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon or evening to many of you who are watching this from around the world. 50 years ago, we sent astronauts to the moon as the whole world watched. And then after that, we stopped watching. We stopped looking up. Well, not everyone, but we as a species, we lost interest in what was above us. But in recent years, that has begun to change.
Finding flowing water on Mars, soon sending men and women to live there. Space is once again uniting us as curious human beings.
Well, today, our curiosity has paid off. Ladies and gentlemen, let me present first TESS 1417. And then this. It's a large object. It orbits with the planet, within the habitable zone.
For the past 2 years, SETI has monitored the constant radio signal created by the object's presence. Although nothing in the signal suggests communication, there are frequent shifts that indicate the object's movements. It adjusts itself with the utmost precision.
And therefore we have concluded that this artificial object, it's the result of intelligent life. The panel will now take questions. Yes.
Can you elaborate on what you believe this artificial object to be?
We cannot begin to comprehend the architecture of an object this large, but that does not change the fact that this megastructure is being commandeered. We believe it to be some sort of space station.
Isaac finally picks the right star and all this happens.
It's crazy, right?
He still never told me how he did it.
I guess he just knew where to look.
Oh my God!
Seems too beautiful to just be random.
This one will be both of ours.